Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. This video is going to post a little bit later than I like. I try to post them on Sunday nights or early Monday morning, but last week was a bit rough here. So, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, I'm Debbie Grady. I'm passionate about ending stigma of mental health, and I share a lot of what I've learned over the years of living with depression on a daily basis, and with my work in the mental health field, and just trying to open the conversation and talk openly about our mental health and mental illness and our struggles day to day. So today I wanted to share the 5 things that I do every day that help me manage my depression and keep ahead of it, right? So these are things I try to do on a daily basis that are in addition to some of my other strategies that I do maybe when things are a little harder or when I'm struggling. But these are more of the foundations of things that I do in order to keep myself strong, keep myself healthy, keep my brain working, keep my depression at a minimum. Um, and like I said, sometimes things get hard and I may have to add some things, but these are the 5 key techniques that I use daily that I've found that just really help me build that foundation so I'm stronger when those harder times come, or I have a better foundation when those harder times come, right? We have to, just like our physical health, we have to keep ourselves healthy. We have to do what we can to keep our bodies healthy. So then when we get sick, we aren't as sick as we might have been. Um, or, really anything when you're running a marathon, running a race. You don't just run the race, right? You build up to it. So build up to that event. And I hate to refer to mental illness as an event because it's not really a fun event. But in a way, as our mental health kind of ebbs and flows, um, we are in a way in a workout. We're working out to be prepared for when we have to battle our depression or whatever it is you struggle with or live with. That's what it is for me, depression. So the 5 things that I do, make sure I do every single day, that helps me are, my first one is I eat healthy. I have found eating healthy to be one of the most powerful ways to keep myself physically and mentally healthy. About 4 years ago, I went from being a healthy vegetarian, which occasional fish eater, to a whole food plant-based way of eating. So I had watched a few documentaries on Netflix while I was in a downtime with my fibromyalgia and my pain. And I saw Forks Over Knives. I saw What the Health, a couple other good ones. I know that Game Changers is a new one that's out that I watched too. And I started eating this way more for my physical health. But what I found is not only did it help my pain, but my depression has been far more manageable since I started eating this way. So, um, whole food plant-based means I don't eat any animal products at all. I will occasionally have some fish still if I go out to eat and there's not a whole lot there for me to eat, but it's a rare occasion now. But I eat a lot of whole grains, a lot of beans, um, a lot of vegetables, a lot of legumes, a lot of fruits, stuff like that. So there's a lot of recipes online if you're interested in learning how to eat that way, and I'll be sharing more about that in a different video later on down the road. So, but that has been amazing, just getting my body rid of all those processed foods that we tend to easily eat, you know. It's so easy because we're in such a fast-paced society to just grab and go. So it takes some planning, but taking care of our mental health also takes some planning. So that's the first one. Eating healthy has really made a huge difference with managing my depression. Um, my feeling check-in that I've talked about before, if you haven't heard about that or what that is, a feelings check-in is something I learned in a different capacity. I learned it as far as someone told me about checking in throughout the day on where you're at with your goals. So I decided to switch it and do it for my feelings. So throughout the day, I just set alarms on my phone, or I just know in my head when I'm going to check in. But I recommend setting alarms on your phone because the day can get busy and you start going and forgetting. But when the alarm goes off, I know I stop whatever I'm doing. I just reflect on how I'm feeling And if I have to make some adjustments, if I have to drink some water, if I have to get up and stretch my legs, if I have to go out and get some fresh air, if I have to maybe listen to a song, if my feelings are starting to overwhelm me or if I'm starting to not feel as good as I need to feel, then I adjust. And that has really helped me stay ahead of the curve, so to speak. So, if I feel like something's starting to get overwhelming to me, then I can adjust right then and there in the moment. And that helps me stay ahead of it. So my feelings check in is something I do every single day. And it has really helped me be able to stay ahead of those big emotions when they start creeping in and just being aware of them before they're too big. So, the third thing that I do every day is my gratitude journal. I just have you can just get a notebook. This is just a little notebook. I keep some notes in. This isn't my journal, but you can get a notebook like this, a notebook. You can just do, I have all kinds of notebooks because I'm a notebook person. One of these composition books. These are like 50 cents at Target. So, nothing, you don't have to make it anything fancy. You can be fancy if you want, but I just have my journal, and in my journal each day, I write down either 3 to 5 things that I'm grateful for that day. And this just really helps give a perspective because even on your days when you just don't even feel like getting out of bed or you don't feel like doing anything or your anxiety is super bad, you can still find 3 things that you're grateful for, even if it's just the fact that you have a roof over your head or that you have a bed or that you had something to eat that day. It can be as minimum as that, or it can be you had a great day, you took a good walk, something happened with your kids, whatever it is, just write 3 to 5 things every day that you're grateful for. That's something I do every day. Number 4 is exercise. I exercise at least 20 minutes every day. And on the days that I do miss, I feel it. So even if it's just a quick walk, um, some quick yoga, some stretches, or if I have time to really go to the gym and have a full workout, I just make sure I get some kind of movement in every single day, and it makes such a huge difference in my brain chemistry. So then the fifth one is I get fresh air. There's just something about getting outside and feeling that fresh air. Even when I lived up north, and it was cold sometimes in the winters, even, I would just step out maybe and get if it was cold, I'd go out maybe a minute or two. I just needed to feel that fresh air on my face. But now that I live in the South in Florida, I get outside every single day and just get some fresh air, even if it's just sitting on my porch for 5 minutes or taking a walk to the mailbox, whatever it is. There's something about fresh air that is very healing and very soothing and very calming. So those are my 5 strategies and 5 tips that I do every day that helps me manage my depression. So I'll go over them again real quick. I eat healthy. Whole food, plant-based diet is what I eat. I know that's not for everybody. So play around with kind of works for you and your body. Um, do some research, watch some documentaries, play around with some recipes. I hate to cook. So one thing I like about that way eating is I can make a healthy meal with very little cooking and super easy. Some couscous and beans and some frozen broccoli I heat up and I call it a meal. So it doesn't have to be complex. Um, my feelings check in, I can't recommend this one enough. Has really been life changing for me once I learned this feelings check in strategy and just catching those feelings before they get too big and reining them in and doing what I need to do to reset myself. My gratitude journal, love, love my gratitude journal. Do it every day. If not in the morning, I do it at night. Exercise, like I said, does not have to be a 2 hour workout at the gym. It can just be a quick walk, stretch your legs, do some bends, do some yoga, uh, whatever it is, just get some movement in every day to get that serotonin really pumping in your brain. And the last one is to get out and get some fresh air, whether it's sitting on your porch, sitting on your front steps, just sitting out by your car for a few minutes, breathing in that fresh air so you're just not stuck in the house, which is so easy to end up doing when you're not feeling well. So that is what I have for you this week. I hope you guys all have an amazing week. I'll be back next Monday and I look forward to sharing more about mental health with you. Let me know if you have any tips of things that you do each day to help your mental health stay healthy and to stay on track with where you want to be and where you want to go. You can just mention in the comments or shoot me an email or whatever. I'd love to hear because I'm always open to learning new strategies and sharing strategies for others because what works for one may not work for somebody else. So have a great Monday, have a great week, and remember, we're stronger together. See you later.